Hello everybody, Untitled back again with another video. Alright guys, the journey goes on and we are in Rome this week. The third clay court masters and the last clay court masters of the 2022 season. In Monte Carlo, Stefan Tsitsipas won there. In Madrid, Carlitos Alcaraz won there. And now we are in Rome. The defending champion is here, the 10-time champion Rafael Nadal, who has won this event, of course, record many times, most of all the players of history with 10 titles here, will of course go and try to win for the 11th time. And of course, Djokovic is there as well. They are on the top section of the draw in the same hole, and on the bottom section of the draw we have Stefanos Tsitsipas and Alexander Zverev. Alright guys, I will do a top 8 favorite list. It was a long time ago I did a top 8 favorite list, but I have little time, not much, but I have little time before I go to work, so I will try to do a top 8 favorite list here. Alright guys, without any further ado, let's get into this list. On number 8 place, I have Cristian Garin, a clay court specialist who has not been playing really great tennis the last couple of months, but clay is his beloved surface. Clay is his most preferred surface. He has won 5 titles, and all of those titles has come on clay. Alright, so I believe that Cristian Garin, especially after Carlitos Alcaraz withdrew from the Rome Masters, that section of the draw really opens up. Of course, it is an open section, so Cristian Garin will have challenges. One like Marin Cilic, who is a newborn. He was a disaster the last couple of 2-3 years, but the last couple of 12 months he has won some tennis matches. So Marin Cilic can make a run here as well and take that quarterfinal spot. The same goes to Cam Norrie as well. So it will be between these three: Cristian Garin, Marin Cilic, or Cam Norrie. One of these three will take this quarterfinal spot on the bottom section of the draw. But my feeling is that Cristian Garin will do it. So I have Cristian Garin on my 8th place, even though that he's in a disaster form, to be quite honest. But tennis is like this. One week you're in disaster form, then the other week you can find your rhythm. So I have Cristian Garin on my 8th place. On my 7th place, I have Casper Ruud. The same thing is with Casper Ruud. He has not been playing really good tennis the last couple of weeks, but clay is his best surface. He has won, I believe, 7 titles, if I'm not mistaken, Casper Ruud, and 6 of them has come on clay. So obviously clay is his best surface. Casper Ruud, he crashed out early in Madrid, he crashed out early in Monte Carlo, so he has not been playing good clay court tennis, which has been a little surprised. But he's a former semifinalist here in Rome, and I think that he can make a run. He has Schwartzman on the way there, so Schwartzman can also Hub Hurkacz, I believe. Yeah, Hub Hurkacz was there as well on this section, so Hub Hurkacz can take that spot to the quarterfinal. But I have a feeling that it will not be Hub Hurkacz who will take that quarterfinal spot, but it will be Casper, because he cannot continue playing bad tennis week after week, especially not on his best surface like it is clay. So I have a feeling Casper Ruud will make it to that quarterfinal, so I have Casper on my 7th place. On my 6th place, I have Felix Aliasima. He did a good run in Madrid, played the quarterfinal there, crashed out in straight sets against Alexander Zverev there, but it was a trajectory up for him after being really bad the last couple of months in March and April. And he did a good run in Madrid, make it to the quarterfinal there. At least he didn't lose the first and second round like he did in March and April in the other previous tournaments. So his trajectory is going up. I think that he can make it to a quarterfinal here, and I think that Felix Aliasima will do it. Am I super confident on him? No, I'm never super confident in these Canadian dudes like Felix Aliasima and Denis Shapovalov, because they are like Christmas presents. You never know when you open them what you will get. On our 5th place, I'm 5th place. Yes, I'm on 5th place. I have Andrei Rublev. Andrei Rublev, the quarter-final specialist in Masters, the 500 class titleist in winning 500 class tournaments. We all know that Andrei Rublev, he usually doesn't lose in first and second rounds. He makes good deep runs in all the tournaments almost all the tournaments he enters. He doesn't win the biggest tournaments like Masters and Grand Slams, but he at least goes to quarterfinals, semifinals, and finals. At least he has two Master 1000 finals. Of course, he has never played a Grand Slam final or a Grand Slam semi-final, but in Masters he usually goes deep. He makes noises in Masters. He has like I said, two Master 1000 finals in the past. So I think he can go to a quarterfinal here. He's my highest quarterfinal candidate. So I think he can make it to a quarterfinal here as well. On my 8th place, I have Cristian Garin. On my 7th place, I have Casper Ruud. On my 6th place, I have Felix Aliasima. On my 5th place, I have Andrei Rublev. So there we have the quarterfinal candidates. Now we go to the semifinals candidates. On my 4th place, I have Alexander Zverev. Yeah, guys, Alexander Zverev, after having a really bad year, he made a great run in Madrid. He completely collapsed in the final against Carlitos Alcaraz, but at least it was a step, not one, 2, 3 steps forward for him in his trajectory form, because he has been playing really bad tennis the entire year, Alexander Zverev, but now he played a final here in Madrid and lost in straight sets. Didn't do his best final, of course. It was one of the worst finals that it was one of the worst levels that I've ever seen Alexander Zverev play. But he said after the match he was really, a little tired. He has not been sleeping good after all playing his matches in Madrid really late. So maybe that was an indicator why he was so weak against Carlitos Alcaraz. Anyway, Zverev is on my 4th place. I believe that he can make it to a semi-final. On my 3rd place, I have Rafael Nadal. Yeah, Rafael Nadal has won this event 10 times. Yeah, Rafael Nadal is the greatest clay court player of all time. Yeah, Rafael Nadal is the defending champion. But we should not forget, Rafael Nadal has come off from a rib injury. He was away from the tour for 5-6 weeks. He played the quarterfinal in Madrid. Yeah, Madrid is not his best clay court tournament, which he has won only 5 times, 4 of those times on clay, and 1 on hard courts indoors. But we should not forget that Rafael Nadal is 35 years old, almost 36 years old. He is on the top section of the draw, so he's pretty high in my opinion. You know, guys, when I do my lists, my top 3 favorites are the players I believe the most will win the event. One of the top 3 favorites will win the event. Who of them will it be? It is like a toss-up, more or less. So, but the player I believe the most is of course number 1, but number 3 is not crazy low either. So I have Rafael Nadal on the 3rd place. I believe he will go to the semi-final in this event. He has the level, he has the consistency. He doesn't need any presentation who Rafael Nadal is on this surface. Like I said, for God's sakes, he has won this event 10 times, most of all the plays in the tennis history. So he's on the 3rd place. On the 2nd place, I have Stefanos Tsitsipas. Yes, Stefanos Tsitsipas is in the bottom section of the draw. His best surface is clay. He's the 2-time Monte Carlo's champion. He won the Monte Carlo title on clay last year, 2021, and he won the Monte Carlo title even this year, 2022. He did a pretty decent run in Madrid, played the semi-final there, lost to Alexander Zverev. No shame in that. So I think that he can make it to a final here in Rome. Why not? And on my number 1 spot is Novak Djokovic, the world number 1 from Serbia. He has won this event 5 times. This is his best clay court Masters event in his career. This is his best clay court Masters event in his career. Maybe even his best clay court, I think it is his best Masters 1000 event of all events, of all the Masters 1000. I don't think he has won any other Masters 1000 5 times. Maybe he has won Paris also indoors 5 times. I'm not quite sure. But it for sure is, Rome Masters is one of his best Masters 1000 events all in the entire year. for sure, together with Paris and together with Indian Wells. That's for sure. So he's the runner-up from last year where he lost a close 3-set battle against Rafael Nadal. He was the player who pushed Carlitos Alcaraz the most in Madrid. Nobody pushed Carlos more than Novak Djokovic, and he even should have won that semi-final match against Carlos Alcaraz, considering the chances he had in the second set, several breakpoints. I think Djokovic had 3 breakpoint opportunities in the second set against Carlos Alcaraz in that semi-final match in Madrid, and didn't convert in any of them. So his trajectory is going up. He played the final in Madrid, in Belgrade, and he comes to Rome with pretty good confidence. So why shouldn't he win Rome? He's hungry to try to win one title before going into French Open, where he's the defending champion. He has not won any single tournament in this 2022 season so far. So he will do his absolute best to try to go into French Open with a title in his bag, which he will of course try to do that. So I have Djokovic on my number first place. I'm not putting him on my first place with great high confidence. I'm not doing that, to be quite honest. But I'm doing it with. I know that Nadal can win it as well. I know that Tsitsipas can win it as well. I know that one thing I believe strongly. I think that the winner will be on the top section of the draw when this event is over 1 week from now. I don't think the winner will be on the bottom section of the draw. I think the winner will be between Djokovic and Nadal. The player who wins that semi-final, I believe, will win the event. I'm giving my slightest edge to Djokovic. Djokovic is not afraid of Nadal, no matter where he faces him, especially not in 3 sets. Djokovic, like I said, pushed Nadal to the limit in the last year's Rome final and lost in 3 sets. He defeated Nadal in last year's semi-final in French Open. So, I think both Djokovic and Nadal will face each other in Rome. They almost faced each other in Madrid, if not the Alcaraz was the party crasher. He defeated Nadal in the quarters, and he defeated Djokovic in the semis, like we all know, and won his biggest title of his career so far, Carlitos Alcaraz. So we didn't see that clash of the titans in Madrid between Djokovic and Nadal, but I think we will do it here in Rome. That is my feeling. Maybe I'll be wrong. You never know. Tennis is a sport with small margins, and we get upsets, especially when players get this old, like Djokovic is. Djokovic is 35 years old almost, will be 35 years old soon, and Nadal also will be 36 years old soon. So anyway, I have Djokovic on my number one spot. I think that Djokovic is getting better and better week after week. His trajectory is going up week after week. Nadal is coming off from a rib injury. He didn't look super. He looked decent. He looked good in Madrid. Don't get me wrong, but he for sure didn't look unbeatable. And I don't think Nadal will lose to early in Rome. Absolutely not. But I think that in the semifinals against Djokovic, I will give my slightest edge to Djokovic with 51% winning chances to Djokovic and 49% winning chances to Nadal. In any case, the winner between Djokovic and Nadal in that semi-final clash, I think, will lift the trophy and win the Rome event. That is my feeling. So, quarterfinals matches, I think, will be between Zverev and Christian Garin. I think Zverev wins there. And then Tsitsipas and Rublev. I think Tsitsipas wins there. And then we will have between Nadal and Casper Ruud. I think Nadal will be the winner in that quarterfinal. And then the fourth quarterfinal will be between Djokovic and Felix Aliasima. I think Djokovic will be the winner in that quarterfinal. So there. And the semi-final match will be between Tsitsipas and Zverev. I think Tsitsipas will be the winner there. That is my feeling, even though that Zverev won in Madrid, but I think that Tsitsipas will take revenge here 1 week later and defeat Zverev in that semi-final. And then, of course, the hyped semi-final clash, which we predict and expect, is between Nadal and Djokovic, and I think Djokovic will take out Nadal in the semi-final, and the final will be between Djokovic and Tsitsipas, and I think Djokovic will take out Tsitsipas in that final. Alright guys, I hope you enjoyed the video. If you did, give it a thumbs up, subscribe, and see you next time. Peace!